because this little agouti pup has like an amazing tail. I mean, just can't even imagine how you got a tail that toughy. So it's quite something. And she's still so young and still sort of in baby fur. I mean, she probably would have placed even higher. But wow, that tail. I mean, if you glued every hair in with super glue, congratulations. It was quite something. So then we have a best opposite and a first place gerbil. The best opposite is number 27. It's a mottled black male. Joker, Donna's Joker. Well, this is a beautiful.
I don't have names of panels, so I'm kind of guessing.
This is a beautiful little.
It
is. Okay. Danielle did say this was Donna's pup, and she was right. And he was very sweet, and he is just lovely, beautiful variegation, and also a really nice size for his age, because he's one of the younger ones, but he was the right size. And he's got black in the collar and white where it should be, and just black and white all over the place. Really, really pretty. And as you can see already, there's more to the story, but we'll get to that soon.
Wait, I know who second place is.
That's okay. We'll get it all straightened out. Don't worry. And then the first place gerbil in this class is number 158, and this is a Siamese female.
It's mine! No, it's not. Wait, it is. That black tail.
It might be after the show.
No, it's not. It's not yours.
So this is another gerbil that was entered late, and it's got sort of a funny hieroglyph. So we'll figure this out. Is it Dana's? Okay, so this is Dana's. This pup has a really, really lovely color, and she's got beautiful points coming in already. Just a little bit of white. Very, very pretty.
Yeah.
Is the oldest, even though I wrote middle on here, don't be fooled. It actually says these are the oldest pups. This is number 132. It's a color point. I think it was entered as a color point agouti female. Spot color point agouti female 132. Dana's. Okay. All right. So I actually judged this gerbil as a color point gray agouti, and she's a little bit on the light side, but and has a little bit of a smallish tail spot. But boy, she's a beautiful size and has nice conformation and really very nice distinction between her color and her spots. So she was a nice little girl for third. The second place gerbil was number 61, and that's a mottled nutmeg. And that's Toffee. So Toffee is coming in super dark, which is nice, and also has a very nice pattern. So beautiful female.
We'll get off the go, don't worry.
Don't worry. We all think they're ours when they win. That's because that's what we want to happen in the end. And the first place pup in this group was number 14, and it's a agouti spot female.
That's known as Kyoko.
Kyoko. Okay. That's really sweet. Wonderful personality on this gerbil too. So she was really working for it. Yeah, we do the honorable first. So in Group C, I should mention too that these were all for the most part, pretty big classes, and there were a lot of gerbils. This one is number 142. It's a black male.
Speakers ain't Storm.
It's Storm.
It's Storm. So Storm got an honorable mention because he's really, really dark. Yeah, you'll get him in a minute. So he is really jet black and has pretty much lost all of that, that lightness. And he does have some white, but boy, he's really nice shape. He's onto a very promising start. And the third place here is number 138. It's a Burmese female.
Yeah, it's the Burmese female.
It's Sakura.
It's number 138. Figure out who that is? 138. Burmese female. Siamese. Well, it's in a Siamese.
I know who that is. It's mine.
Yeah.
It's Sakura.
And it's
Second place
Yeah, second place for Pup C was number 119, a nutmeg female. She's really pretty. She's all the way into her adult ticking. She's got Hey, yeah, that's another one of yours.
Ladies.
Best opposite, Pup C. Yes, there is. Yeah, that's number 30, the yellow fox boy.
That's Fozzie there.
He is super cute and really, really pretty colors.
All right, starting the muffin.
And then first place for Pup C is 127, silver point female.
That speaker's named Elsa.
I judged her as a color point nutmeg because that's pretty. She's old enough that you can tell that is what she is. She's got the dark points and color on her belly and that nice cinnamon ticking all on her body. And she is super pretty and very friendly. She was hanging out on my shoulders for a while. Great tail. And we gave her best in class over the pups.
That's right. She actually owe her grown-up ribbon.
Yeah, we ran out of the best in class ribbons.
So she's actually mine. But we owe you a big rosette.
So our best opposite out of the pups was Joker.
So you owe you a big rosette. All right. So now we're gonna let.
Yes. All right, next will be someone. Yep.
She's not back yet.
Okay, we can move on to Danielle's here. We can do white bill.
Okay, we're going to start with the white bellies. Danielle is going to give us the results.
Okay, white belly was huge, got split into 3. We had a class with all agoutis, all golden agoutis. Then we had a class with all gray agoutis. And then we had everybody that wasn't either of those. Okay, so our third place was an agouti in the agouti split here. Oh yeah, she's a little petite. Her color goes down onto her feet, but she, I liked her whiskers and her eyes were a nice shape. She had, I don't think it was staining. I think it was actually some color right on her chest between her legs, which was neat looking, but not what they're supposed to have there.
What number?
That was, yeah, 123, sorry.
KJ's Windy.
KJ's, okay. Okay, second place for the white-bellied agouti is number 34.
Fiona's Stripes.
Stripes. I liked her body type. Good for a female. She was molting a little bit. And she also had very nicely shaped head and eyes. And we had a best opposite, which is number 76.
Caitlin's Rolo.
Rolo. He had a really good male body type. Wasn't too chunky, which wasn't the case for some of the gerbils today. He had a really broad head, kind of looked like maybe there was some fur missing at the tip of his tail. But really nice boy overall. And then first place out of the goodies was number 157.
Dana or Kim's acorn.
I liked her color was really nice and that sort of deep golden tone. She had no molt lines. We had a bunch of molting agoutis for some reason in the show. Yeah, it matches. And she had nice white feet. Exterior just a little bit bigger, but very nice. And then the gray agoutis. Third place was number 43.
Libby's Magic.
She was also really small, looking like when she was younger.
2 days too old to be a pup.
That's what I figured. Yeah, almost a pup. But she still managed to place in the adults. So, I loved her whiskers. That salt and pepper. Just a huge fan of whiskers. She was very friendly. And second place, number 80.
Dana's Siberia.
Siberia. She had a pretty head and a nice thick tail. I really liked her, but she was one of the other white bellies that had a lot of molt lines. But I loved the demarcation line, was really nice and crisp. And first place for the gray beauties, number 63.
Best opposite Fiona's Apollo.
Oh, sorry, yeah, best opposite. First is over there somewhere. He's a little on the small side for a boy, but not as so much that he looks like a girl. He could just give him some extra sunflower seeds. Kind of nice even color, no molt lines. He was also very friendly.
Who was the first place? Gray Goody?
In Gray Goody, number 108.
We'll show it later. Yeah, we'll show it later.
Yeah, she went to the best in show table, so we'll get to her.
We'll get to her.
And then everything except a goody and gray goody. Third place for the any other color was number 49.
Caitlin's Peach Blossom.
Peach Blossom. She had a nice, clean white belly. She isn't quite standard. She has a lot of lilac ticking, and her nails are pretty dark for an Argentine. But I liked her eyes and whiskers, and her tuft. Her tuft was nice. Second place was 152.
Nicole's Martini.
Oh yeah, Martini. She's a little petite, but she has, and if you want to take her out, she has a really nice tail and tuft. Her eyes are a little squinty. She's starting to fade, but she has she has a lot of ticking and very distinct white markings up around the jaw and the eyes, while still having that not very defined demarcation line on the sides. And she loves to be held. And I believe this is also a best opposite, number 47.
Lee's Italian Ice.
Okay, this was a polar fox girl. Liked the body type, loved the her ticking. We had, these guys are usually the ones that have the molt lines. This one, no molt lines. She had really pretty, those two-tone whiskers, and was not super dark, but not too light either. very nice sort of medium polar fox look. And again, our first place is over with the best of shows, so we'll get to them later. But they are the first place.
First place in this it is 84. Fiona's Link.
Gerbil, so we divided them into 3 classes. The first class was black and slate. So one thing that I noticed in some of the slate, the self gerbils was like a rounded eye. So it's just something to watch for in your kennel to make sure that the eye is like more almond shaped. Another thing with blacks, it's surprisingly hard color because they're supposed to be jet black. And there's a lot of different forms of black. So you can get like more of a chocolate black, like if you have different recessives, like color point recessives. So some of these were chocolatey. So our third place winner was a really nice gerbil with a very nice tuft. He didn't quite have the mass of the first place winner, and he wasn't quite as black. But I really liked how he didn't have a lot of white on him, and he just wasn't quite, didn't quite have the size. But other than that, I was like very wowed out about him. And just look how he has like no white on him. See, look, he's showing that he has no white, which is also very hard to achieve. So that was number 4.
Danielle's Magellan.
Oh. So our second place winner, I think, is a slate. We have it slated here. So the second place winner is a slate. Oh, what I loved about the slate is, and it might be hard to tell, maybe take that one out. It's obviously not black, and it's almost a little bit cuter. And this is number 82. Again, I'd like to see a little bit more bulk in our males, but I love his coloring.
Danielle's
You
Icy
can see it's clear black. That is a really nice slate gerbil, so I like him quite a bit. Just want him a little bit bigger. All right, so he was our second place. And I think our best opposite was a boy here. So the best opposite, he was by far like the jet black. I mean, it's hard, this one here, yeah. It's hard because if you breed for no recessives, you get all black gerbils. But it really, maybe take him out too. It's also, it really pays off in being, here's a sanitizer. It really pays off as far as being so black, and the toenails are black rather than being a little bit chocolatey. He did have a little bit of stray white in him, but he's really a nice, big, beautiful jet black boy. So this is our best of opposite sex. So. And then our best in this class was a girl.
The best opposite was Diane's Safety Mikey.
Mikey!
And the best of the class was 143.
Dana's Salem.
And she had a really nice even color, a really nice feminine build. She had, she was very soft and very well prepared for the show. When you pick her up, she just felt like a bunny rabbit. So I liked her a lot. So then our second class, it was a sea of nutmegs. So it was nutmegs, and then there was a silver nutmeg in there as well. So our third place winner is number 67.
Niece's Destiny.
So she was very pretty. The thing with this class was it was a big class and there was a lot of nutmegs. So it was just very difficult to pick between the first, the second, and third. And by the time I got to the end, I would forget who was who because they were all beautiful nutmegs. So I went around a lot, but she was really pretty. She had a good tail. She was soft, well prepared for the show. She had a little bit, and this tells you how picky I am. She had some of her whiskers were white, and she had one whisker that was curled. So when you have to get down to curled whiskers, you know it's a good class. And maybe take this one out. See how she has a very rich coloring and a very strong ticking. She had a few molt lines, which is the nemesis, or what's the right word? It's the horrible thing that happens. What's that? The bane of that thing's existence. They're fine until 2 days before the show. So I really liked her coloring. She had a nice straight tail. I like her nice dark nose on her. She's very pretty. So this was number 81.
AJ's Roxy.
Very sleek. Okay. Our best opposite was a male, and he was also a nutmeg. Gorgeous. The only thing with him is you can see he doesn't quite have the size that I'd like to see on the male. That really was it for him, and he already got a first best opposite. So definitely, when he gets bigger, he is going to be killer. Look at the tail. You can even see the top on that tail. He's very nice.
Danielle's Pizarro.
And our number one winner is number 73. Maybe take her out. She's a little bit different color. She's a silver nutmeg. And I really liked her body type. She was still clearly feminine, but she was strong and muscular. And I like that she had very nice, even ticking, good tuft. She did have two bolt lines. So she's very enjoyable.
Dana's Ariana.
So the last class was red-eyed self-gerbils. So we can start with the honorable mention. Now, when are we going to give a special award? Are we going to give that at the end, or do we want to give it?
No.
Okay. Well, maybe we should get out the special award. So we have an honorable mention gerbil, and he won honorable mention just on his merits, but he also won a very special award that Libby was asked to give. So it was the gerbil that does something interesting during the show. So he won both of these. So I really liked his nice lilac coloring, deep ruby eyes. He was clean, soft, well prepared. He had a nice male build, but it was an extremely competitive class. So I wanted to give him an honorable mention. And his trick that he did was when I called Amy over to have her confer on it, she was showing him, and we were talking about him, and he looked me straight in the eye and just gave me a long wink. So I thought that was a pretty good trick.
So he wins the Catherine and Ron Cortez Award. This was donated by one of my customers and friends, and there'll probably be another one next year.
Yes, he can enjoy a good chew.
Caitlin's Pete.
I already shut down already.
So I believe third in this class was a ruby-eyed white, if I remember correctly. So she is a beautiful female. It's absolutely beautiful. And you start that off with your third place winner. It was such a competitive class. She's just white, very beautiful, super soft. It was just she was just a really good contender in a large competitive class. Her body type was just a little bit more slender than the other ruby-eyed white. That kind of edged her out. She is number 33 and just gorgeous.
Fiona's Stars.
Our second place winner all right, so this is another red-eyed white. He also is gorgeous. Again, very competitive class. He was friendly. He had very, very slight staining. And it comes to the point when you're trying to decide between the two gerbils, you're looking for something. You're looking for the curled whisker or the slight staining, which you can, of course, see more on the white gerbils. But look what a beautiful huge male. Maybe you can just take him out. It was one of these times when you wish you had one